Hello and welcome, I'm your host Elizibar. This is going to be a review of House of Slaughter number 13. Now, if you were there on my new comic book day stream or you watched the VOD or whatever, because you're fancy and you've realized that YouTube archives all that stuff and you can just go click on it the next day and listen in like a podcast or something, hey, more power to you. But if you were there, if you saw it, you probably had seen me go like, hey, I'm not sure how I feel about this, if I'm going to like it, like I'm kind of dubious. I'm kind of dubious about House of Slaughter 13. Well, I kind of liked it. It took maybe the two issues could have been like compressed a little bit or something. I don't know. But compared to the first story arc of this title, issues 1 through 5, which was just about two people getting freaky with each other, yeah, and not killing each other when they're supposed to because the dragon told them to. This one is more interesting. There's discussions of trauma, discussions of family, loyalty, what it means when you take an oath, what you should do when you get out of a bad situation. Should you go back in so you can rescue someone else from the bad situation? Should you stay out of it? Things like that. We ain't even opened the book yet. And if I'm honest, I mean, I don't know how I feel about the art a lot of times. But this dude is definitely... Get out of the way, you blue piece of paper. There we go. This dude is definitely feeling his childhood. He's back in New Orleans, and there's adult him, there's child him. Adult, child. The child is all panting and sweating, covered in blood, because that's what he did when he was a kid. He was trained to hunt monsters. He was trained to kill. And through this whole issue, and the previous issues, he has been dealing with that trauma, with the trauma of growing up in the House of Butcher, with going to the House of Slaughter when the House of Butcher was destroyed, or whatever. I thought like it was destroyed and everybody was killed except him, but maybe I was wrong about that. I don't know, because there seem to be a lot of people who are there from before it burned down. Anyway, he's here in New Orleans to rescue this kid. He's got a whole little brat pack of kids that he's raising out in the woods. Kids who are orphans or whatever, just like he was, just like a lot of the people that these houses pick up and turn into monster hunters. And he's trying to let them be actual kids, trying to let them grow up as children. Meanwhile, they're like, hey, I'm sorry, she is like, hey, we're going to use this kid as bait. Because the monster that was out in the woods wanted to eat the kid, so they want to use the kid as bait. So they take the kid to the butcher shop, the rebuilt butcher shop. Apparently it's rebuilt to be identical to the original before it burned down. Okay. And they're going to use him as bait. So they're treating him real nice. Hey, everybody's so happy to see you. Hey, while you're in the house, you're part of the family. Hey, would you like dinner and dessert? You know? It's pretty messed up. And our hero wants to save the kid from that. Yeah, you can see, like, we got a lot of people popping in. They're doing a lot of talking. Our hero here, see? He's like seeing his childhood and stuff as he's watching other kids play. Like, he is reliving growing up. He's getting those emotions, that nostalgia. Probably just kind of like seeing stuff. I don't know if you do that sometimes, but you get to thinking and you start seeing the thing you're thinking about, even when your eyes are open and you're looking around. Is that just me? Well, that's something me and him have in common then. And he goes to seek some wisdom from a lady who like controls the crows or whatever. Like, there's a lot of great stuff going on in this book, and it's a shame that the pacing is always so slow. Because I think we could have compressed the previous two issues of this and not lost anything. Just kind of sped it up, dumped people in where they needed to be, and had a great time. This was a good issue. There's a lot of heavy stuff here. a lot of good, meaty, weighty kind of stuff. It's worth reading. If you want to get in on this, your shop might still have issues 11 and 12 in stock sitting on the shelf, just waiting for somebody to please come and adopt them. I think you might have fun, especially if you like, some of these Killing the Children. Like, obviously, you're looking at this, you probably are interested in it because of that connection. And I forget her name right there, the Black Mask, but I think she was in that House of Slaughter, Book of Slaughter special, right? Yeah, that's her, I think. Dude, I'm glad I hadn't packed this away in a box yet. I got to pull it out. That's kind of fun. So anyway, much to my surprise, I really dug this issue. I was kind of ambivalent in places, kind of liked some stuff in places of the previous two. This one I think is really solid. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye.